through, they can hook you up as well. They have 2 locations, one in Oxford, one in Alexandria. Visit our friends at Cutter's Pizza and Wings. Very, very good pizza, incredible wings. And we have somebody that was actually enjoying those pizza and wings earlier. Mark Everett Kelly was with us last week. Had his game last week, a very good game between Jacksonville and Anniston, and we saw what happened to those 2 teams today. You were back in 4A today in another big-time matchup. One of the big things that I was looking for out of just 4A, 5A, 6A football is these really competitive regions and these really good games. And it looks like we got, once again, another one, and you were over in Heflin for that big matchup between Heflin and Munford.
I had a chance to see Cleburne County play the very first game of the year, and I thought their offense coming out of that game was pretty exciting. And this was from an offense that really struggled last year. We had talked about only scoring 78 points all year.
Exactly.
Last year.
Right.
And the way they played, scoring 43 points against Ohatchee in their opener, helped me kind of understand this team really has worked hard over the summer. So it's been fun to see their progression as we moved on in the season.
Exactly. Let's go straight to our highlights over at Ellie Bell Field in Heflin as Cleburne County and Munford hooked up tonight.
So Munford, they're coming off a 40-10 loss at Hanley last week, and Cleburne County lost 6 straight to Munford in the series. Very first play, whoop, fumble. Devontae Cantrell fumbles the ball, recovered by Munford. They have the ball, 3rd and 8, Conor Morgan. It's Jacoby Young here. Morgan 3 of 6 for 38 yards in the first quarter, 7-0 Munford. Tigers' next possession, 2nd and 9. McGrin connects with Bo Clay. 51 yards, first down at the 3-yard line, leads to this. McGrin running the ball in from 3 yards, 7-7. Watching number 4 senior linebacker Matthew Brown here penetrate the backfield, throw Young for a 2-yard loss on 4th and 1, giving the ball back to Cleburne County. McGrin connecting with Grant Harcrow here on 3rd and 10, 23-yard touchdown, 14-7 Tigers. McGrin 9 for 11, 134 yards in the first quarter. However, on the next possession, McGrin intercepted by Sylvester, can you say Sylvester? Sylvester Smith, deep in Tigers territory here as he picks off McGrin here, setting up. They had 1st and goal at one time. Now on 4th and 10, whoop! Fake field goal! Flutters out of bounds. They take over as the very next play, Cleburne County, 98 yards for a touchdown, and he's gone. He is gone. Wait. Oh, hold on. See, not a bad sign when you see the coaches getting angry at the referees right there. Holding call negates a 98-yard touchdown to Devontae Cantrell. See the coaches get a little angry at the referees there. But this leads to a tie game now. Munford has Young's 2nd touchdown of the first half. This one from 14 yards rushing ties the game at 14. However, Cleburne County answers right back. A 4-play, 65-yard drive, all on the ground, culminating with a 31-yard touchdown run by McGrin. Here you see Cantrell getting a couple rushing yards here. We missed McGrin's touchdown run, but this was kind of the culmination of that with Cantrell running the ball. The Tigers led 2014 and a half, wound up winning 47-20, averaging 38 points per game through four games. Last year, they only scored 34 total points in their first 4 games.
Exactly. Like you said, south of 80 points for the entire season. And what they've put up so far is it really shows what this coaching staff has done with this football team. A really, really impressive mark there by Cleburne County. We go from 4A all the way over to 7A, the Gadsden City Titans hosting the number 2 team in the state, the Hoover Buccaneers. Hoover looking to challenge Thompson for the 7A state championship. Meanwhile, Gadsden City trying to show that they're part of that team, a part of the class that can rise up in that very tough Class 7A Region 3. Of course, that also includes teams like Hewitt-Trussville is in there. The Vestavia Hills Rebels are also in there. The Thompson Warriors, as we said earlier. Let's go to those highlights over at Titan Stadium in Gadsden City. The Hoover Buccaneers. This used to be the team in the state of Alabama, the team known nationwide. They've taken a little bit of a back seat to the Thompson Warriors, but right now still the number 2 team in the state. There you see him getting off to the early momentum there early on in that first game, or that first play of the game right there. Meanwhile, this is C.J. Miller taking it for the Gadsden City Titans. He was our player of the week last week, and you see why. A huge touchdown here gives Gadsden City the early 7-0 lead. Hoover answers right back with a pass. Bennett Meredith to Jabari Gaines for the touchdown. The extra point, good. Tie the game up at 7. The Titans right there get a safety overall, That is a 9-7 lead, and the Titans, meanwhile, C.J. Miller getting the touchdown right there. Made it 14-9 Gadsden City, but you see what the Buccaneers did soon thereafter. 44-17. The number 2 Hoover Buccaneers looked the part. A really strong performance today and a good start by Ollie Smith and his ball club today, but it's Hoover getting the win over Gadsden City 44-17. All right, guys, we have less than 90 seconds in the show. What were some of your takeaways of tonight? We were all in kind of different parts of the state of Alabama. What were your takeaways tonight after the second week of region football?
Lots of close games and some big blowouts like we talked about earlier, but I think I like the close games better.
Exactly. All right.
Well, I think that Kyler McGuinn at Cleburne County, he throws a really, really nice ball.
Right.
And leads that offense. And I think that he's got a lot of good things to look forward to. He's only a sophomore.
Exactly. We will close out tonight with our Player of the Week. And our Player of the Week comes from Etowah. He had a fantastic game. You heard Coach Ryan Locke talk about his guy a little bit earlier in our segment when we talked to him. Omarion Finch, a wide receiver for the Etowah Blue Devils, a huge playmaker. There he is, right there, ghosted right in front of Mark right there. And you see him. He had a huge game last week in a big region matchup against Aniana. How about this? 6 catches, 4 touchdowns, 216 yards. Get this, he also punted. He had 42.4 yard average per punt. So congratulations to Omarion Finch, a huge contributor in their win last week, another one in their win this week. Congratulations to Omarion Finch, our Player of the Week this week. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Pigskin Roundup, brought to you by Team 1 Automotive. For Anna Catherine Alderman, for Mark Everett Kelly, and our entire hard-working crew here at the Pigskin Roundup. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
If you need a new vehicle and think you can't get financing, Team 1 can help. If you make $350 a week, Team 1 can finance you. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, Team 1 can